Hi friends, world population projected to reach 9.8 billion in 2050 and 11.2 billion in 2100. The current world population of 7.6 billion is expected to reach 8.6 billion in 2030, 9.8 billion in 2050 and 11.2 billion in 2100. According to a new United Nations report being launched, with roughly 83 million people being added to the world population every year. The upward trend in population size is expected to continue, even assuming that fertility levels will continue to decline. The World Population Prospectus, the 2017 revision published by the United Nations Department of Economic and Social Affairs, provide a comprehensive review of the global demographic trends and prospects for the future. The information is essential to guide policies aimed at achieving the new sustainable development goals. The reason for this is shifts in country population rankings. The new projection includes some notable findings at the country level. Currently, China with 1.4 billion inhabitants and India 1.3 billion inhabitants remain the two most populous countries, comprising 19 and 18% of the total global population. In roughly 7 years or around 2024, the population of India is expected to surpass that of China. Among the 10 largest countries worldwide, Nigeria is growing the most rapidly. Consequently, the population of Nigeria, currently the world's 7th largest, is projected to surpass that of United States and become the 3rd largest country in the world short before 2050. Most of the global increase is attributable to a small number of countries. From 2017 to 2050, it is expected that half of the world population growth will be concentrated in just 9 countries: India, Nigeria, the Democratic Republic of Congo, Pakistan, Ethiopia, the United Republic of Tanzania, the United States of America, Uganda, and Indonesia. The group of 47 least developed countries continue to have a relatively high level of fertility, which stood at 4.3 births per woman in 2010 to 2015. As a result, the population of these countries has been growing rapidly at around 2.4% per year. Although this rate of increase is expected to slow significantly over the coming decades. The combined population of the LDC, roughly 1 billion in 2017, is projected to increase by 33% between 2017 and 2030 and to reach 1.9 billion person in 2050. Similarly, Africa continues to experience high rates of population growth between 2017 and 2050. The population of 26 African countries are projected to expand to at least double their current size. The concentration of global population growth in the poorest countries presents a considerable challenge to the government in implementing the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development, which seeks to end poverty and hunger, expand and update health and education system, achieve gender equality and women's empowerment, reduce inequality, and ensure that no one is left behind. How to slow world population growth due to low fertility rates. In recent years, fertility has declined in nearly all regions of the world. Even in Africa, where fertility levels are the highest of any region, the total fertility has fallen from 5.1 births per woman in 2000 to 2005 to 4.7 in 2010 to 2015. Europe has been an exception to this trend in recent years, with total fertility increasing from 1.4 births per woman in 2000 to 2005 to 1.6 in 2010 to 2015. More and more countries now have fertility rates below the level required for the replacement of successive generation, roughly 2.1 births per woman, and some have been in this situation for several decades. During 2010 to 15, fertility was below the replacement level in 83 countries, comprising 46% of the world population. The 10 most populous countries in this group are China, the United States of America, Brazil, the Russian Federation, Japan, Vietnam, Germany, the Islamic Republic of Iran, Thailand, and the United Kingdom. Lower fertility leads also to aging populations. The report highlights that a reduction in the fertility level results not only in slower pace of population growth but also in older population. Compared to 2017, the number of persons aged 60 or above is expected to more than double by 2050 and to more than triple by 2100, rising from 962 million globally in 2017 to 2.1 billion in 2050 and 3.1 billion in 2100. In Europe, 25% of the population is already aged 60 years or above. That proportion is projected to reach 35% in 2050 and to remain around that level in the second half of the century. Populations in other regions are also projected to age significantly over the next several decades and continue through 2100. Africa, for example, which has the youngest age distribution of any region, is projected to experience a rapid aging of its population. Although the African population will remain relatively young for several more decades, the percentage of its population aged 60 or over is expected to rise from 5% in 2017 to around 9% in 2050, and then to nearly 20% by the end of the century. Population aging is projected to have a profound effect on societies, underscoring the fiscal and political pressure that the healthcare, old age pension, and social protection system of many countries are likely to face in the coming decades. Higher life expectancy worldwide. Substantial improvement in life expectancy have occurred in recent years. Globally, life expectancy at birth has risen from 65 years for men and 69 years for women in 2000 to 2005 to 69 years for men and 73 years for women in 2010 to 2015. Nevertheless, large disparities across countries remain. Although our region shared in the recent rise of life expectancy, the greatest gains were for Africa, where life expectancy rose by 6.6 years between 2000 to 2005 and 2010 to 2015 after rising by less than 2 years over the previous decade. The gap in life expectancy at birth between the least developed countries and other developing countries narrowed from 11 years in 2000 to 2005 to 8 years in 2010 to 2015. Although difference in life expectancy across regions and income groups are projected to persist in future years, such differences are expected to diminish significantly by 2045 to 2050. The increased level and reduced variability in life expectancy have been due to many factors, including a low under 5 mortality rate which fell by more than 30% in 89 countries between 2000 to 2005 and 2010 to 2015. Other factors include continued reduction in fatalities due to HIV, AIDS, and progress in combating other infections as well as non-communicable diseases. Large movements of refugees and other migrants. There continue to be a large movement of migrants between regions, often from low and middle income countries towards high income countries. The volume of the net inflow of migrants to high income countries in 2010 to 2015 3.2 million per year represented a decline from a peak attained in 2005 to 2010 4.5 million per year. Although international migrants at or around current levels will be insufficient to compensate fully for the expected loss of population tied to low levels of fertility, especially in the European region, the movement of people between countries can help attenuate some of the adverse consequences of population aging. The report observes that the Syrian refugee crisis has had a major impact on level and patterns of international migrants in recent years, affecting several countries. The estimated net outflow from the Syrian Arab Republic was 4.2 million persons in 2010 to 2015. Most of these refugees went to Syria, neighboring countries, contributing to a substantial increase in the net inflow of migrants, especially to Turkey, Lebanon, and Jordan. This report was published in the World Population Prospectus, and hopefully friends you would have liked this video, and please like the channel and subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon for the next video about the food consuming by world population.